Oh yeah, Craftwork in the house.
Ho,
What's
ho,
up, Beatz?
ho. What's happening, buddy? How are
Hey,
you?
we're just doing episode number 3 of the Crafty and Beatz NFT gaming podcast, right? I think we're on
Fan,
episode 3.
fantastic,
So,
fantastic.
what are we going to talk about today, my man?
Got a couple of topics here on hand, but first, I've been playing Outlaw Troopers, this new season 6, and things are shaking, and I love it. So I don't know. Let's maybe just take a quick trip down memory lane on Outlaw Troops, what you can do within the game, how you can play it, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go pretty quick. I'm not going to dwell too much on a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and give it out.
Cool. So, you're going to share that screen and just do like a game rundown? Is that what's going on?
Sounds good to me, sir. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Bada boom, bada bing. Let me know when you see it.
I see it.
Okay, here we go. Here's Beats rant. All right, for all those of you here that are in the Outlaw Troopers game or have yet to enter, I'm going to give you a brief rundown. Here we go. At the start of the game, you have the opportunity to buy an access pass with perks here. You can see we're not trying to sell anything, just putting that out there. You can revisit this later. This is on the Empire. Can you see my mouse, Crafty?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're
Yep. So this
fine.
is okay. This is on the Empire screen. Down here, you got your traits. You can roll these traits randomly. They're going to cost you some bankroll, some gold, or some EFGL, and they're completely randomized. I've seen a lot of good rolls, and I decided to stick with this one because it wasn't really that bad. You can see drawback here. Drawbacks are negative. Bonuses are good, and they are varied between common, from rare to legendary and epic. So don't stretch yourself too thin trying to get the best rolls, because a lot of players in the beginning will spend all their bankroll and they'll be stuck with the worst traits. So find something that works for you that's not too bad and stick with it. Next on, let's go to missions. So when we play this game, we need troops. All right, we need troops. We can put them on multiple things. Heists. Heist gets you gold. Hijacking gets you cranium. Salvaging, you can mine gears. Hacking, which I'll give you this one. Hacking in the beginning of the season gets you regular encounter keys. I tend to stick to that. Supervising. Um, so if you notice here, this base penalty,
Yep.
everything you do has a corruption rating. If you see down here, I'm -7 corruption, so I'm in the green. But everything you do costs corruption, so you have to figure out how to balance what you want to do and remain in the positive of corruption. With negative corruption, you're going to be losing credits, you're going to be losing cranium. It just doesn't work. So back to these regular encounter keys on hacking. Supervising, these are the guys who boost your corruption. So I could go to supervising, put an epic trooper on supervising, and get -100 corruption. That will give me more room to do maybe one of these, or two of these, or one of these.
Yep. So
So
just remember the supervising is the only positive mission, where you're
correct, yeah.
adding to the corruption versus subtracting to the red.
Absolutely, and you have to find the balance in between. So then next on, let's just touch on manufacturing. These are for robotic parts. It's minus or it's +50 corruption, which is bad. You want to make sure you have troops or whatever else, troops or quits to offset that. Counterfeiting into virtual mechas, which allow you to mine life force, and then arcs, which in my opinion, I think most, this is probably the most sought after, uh, type of way to grind. They're
Yeah.
very expensive. Arcs give you like a mission to do. Like you have to kill 6 overseers, or you have to obtain 7 million cranium, or you have
150
to
gears.
or you have to get 150 gears, and then once you complete that, it gives you a reward. Just to give you an idea, here are some of the arcs that I've done recently. Defeat. This is a rare.
6 overseers on the rare. What? That's a good
Yep,
one, man.
yep. So I got 7 million cranium, 600 plus robotic artifacts. Um, Down here again, defeat 10 overseers. Reputation is what I really want to see. You don't know what's going to happen. It's random. It's 100% completely random. But you can see the different things you can get uh, from completing those. Next up, we got companions. Now, companions do all types of things. You got Smuggling Joe over here. He increases your mission rewards. You got Pandemonium, who gives you a gear. As you level it up, you'll see this is level 1. 1 gear every 104 minutes. Now, if I level it up with artifacts, I can get to level 2, and that's 1 gear every 69 minutes. So on and so forth. You got Dazik with keys. You got Sparky with corruption. Silverthorn with robot parts, virtual mechas, which can be used to mine life force, and last but definitely not least, Fireflower, who gives you an arc every certain amount of minutes. And these arcs, again, I'm just going to say it, these are key to the game. Next up, we got bounties. So you can roll different resources to gain multiple things, like right here. If I had 1,940 artifacts, I can get 3 diamonds and 4,000 rep, so on and so forth. These are good ways to boost your rep, or basically for reputation. In my opinion, I
Yeah.
feel like this is really, like, if you really need just a bump on rep, this is a good way to do it.
It's like the fast track.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like a fast track, exactly. I do want to touch here on the exchange. So you can also come in here into the exchange. You can exchange a cranium for gold, and it will show you down here the exchange rate. Or you can do the minus or the opposite and exchange from cranium to gold, vice versa. Um, let's go into the terminal. So when you start the game, you need ships to run missions. These are virtual NFTs. These ones down here, as you see, these are the NFTs that I have purchased from the Cosmic Clash NFT uh, collection. Uh, they are good help, and we will touch on some more of that later. But as you go, as you start these missions, and you're doing heists, and you got to get some gold, right? You got to get gold because you got to be able to buy some of these. These are relatively cheap. Um, so make sure you're checking that out as you go throughout the game. It's nice. I like to level up. I started, let's say, 20 heist missions with drifters, and as my goal down here got up, I'm like, all right, time to level up.
Yeah.
Bandit,
I was gonna,
Marauder.
with that, with those virtual ships, I was just going to interrupt you for a second. That's a good way to play the game if you don't want to go out of pocket. If you don't want to spend more FGL, which in this season now it's turned to the virtual FGL. What is it, EFGL?
Yep, EFGL, absolutely.
But yeah, so that's a good way to just not spend a ton of money, and you can still go on all those missions depending on the virtual ship that you got. So
Yeah,
that's how a lot of us started. That's how I started too, before I migrated over to those Cosmic Class ships. Boy.
yeah, and I mean, and this is all in-game currency. So you can see right here, like the lowest ship is increases mission reward and ship defensive stats by 10%. And as we go, 20%, 40%, 70%, and if you got a lot of bang to buck in the game, 110% for this vulture over here. So keep that in mind. You can play in the game and you don't have to buy NFTs from the collection, and you can still buy these virtual ships to help increase your rewards, like you see here. So we touched on that quickly. Next, we're going to go to the weekly. You get 2 battles a day. It has a set number of gears you can use. Okay. You join in, you do the best you can. There is a learning curve to it, but once you figure it out, you'll be able to maximize the amount of artifacts, which is the reward you get by winning each round here within the weekly. Artifacts can level up everything from your companions to your gear score to robotic attack to everything. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
much we could go on and go on and go on.
I'm stinking
So
it up on the weeklies too right now. God,
yeah, I mean,
it's a rough one this time.
sometimes it can be. So like I said, these are artifacts. This little icon you see here, these are artifacts which you win in the weekly. You can also win through robotic encounters, as seen here. If I click on level 35, you can see, each tier, and then you get some rep with it too. It's pretty cool, but we're gonna
What's that
go
thing on top? Go back to that screen and the rewards on top. What is
that
that?
right there.
Yeah.
That's a robotic part.
Cool. Well, okay. So that's, you know what you do with those, sucker, right?
Yeah, 100 robotic parts will mint you one quit.
Nice. And that's usually, like we've said before, the first NFT that people get in the game. And then you start getting more hyped about the game. And then you realize the more of those bots you have, the more you can do with the missions. And then you realize, man, there's no limit to troopers. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Um, in the last video I mentioned, I've been playing since season 2. I have never purchased a quit off the market. I have made all 262 of these
Damn.
in the game. And quite frankly, I have 2 mega quits. So that's another 100 right there. So about 362 robot parts. You can assign them to mining gold, mining a cranium. You can use them to offset corruption, as you see right here, which is a big help. I use that at the start of every season. You can salvage to gain gears in the game. You can use them. You can also do hacking to get robotic encounter keys, which are going to allow you to go into a robotic encounter, pick it, and it tells you how many keys you need. 8 keys plus 48 point some million to start this encounter.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely a good way to start out the season, in my opinion. Next, you got the inventory. All right, everything you gain, everything you get, everything you mine is going to show up in here. We're not going to go over that too much, but I did want to touch on the exchange, the actual FGL exchange. So when you play every day, gold here is your, this is your, this is what you want right here. You can do a lot. You can cash it out for EFGL, or you can use it to buy multiple things on the market, such as arcs, which are very important, and robotic artifacts. As you see, there are lots of people buying and selling here. Those robotic artifacts again help you upgrade. As you can see here, everything has a cost, and depending on your play style, can determine how you progress within the game. Like right now, Dazix, I have Dazix does 1 key per 297 minutes. If I upgrade it, it's 1 key per 198 minutes. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull that trigger. Boom. There we go. We go back, we look. Now we're doing 198 minutes, getting 1 key every 198 minutes. And then next level, 132. Again, the balance, it depends on your play style, however you want to do it. Anyways, real quick, let's go into space stations, because I don't think anyone has really touched on this. Space stations are the most valuable asset in the game. They give you passive income every single day based on people that spend EFGL on encounters, people who mint gears, people who re-roll for traits. Additionally, this season, people who buy access passes. And Crafty and I, we have a legendary that we purchased together a couple seasons ago, and you can see here. Today we got 280 some EFGL. The other day, 206. So it's a good way to help fund your gameplay and make some passive income just to offset your spending and it's pretty damn cool. Um, from what I understand, the maximum number of legendary stations, which is the one we have, is capped at 14. So there will be no more legendary stations being minted. I mean, the only way you can acquire one is if you buy it from somebody else. Same with the epics and the rares, the amounts differ, but um, something to keep in mind if you're a long term player. This is not financial advice, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Views and opinions here expressed from Crafty and Beatz. We're, we're just here to drop some knowledge.
What, like that little disclaimer right there?
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
let's go with the bigger one. Let's see. Yeah, oh, it covers both of our faces, but
Fantastic. Fantastic.
you
Another
can't
thing,
see us.
yeah, buddy. Another
right.
thing to keep in account is there is a challenge tab. Now, what's a challenge tab? So as you play through the game and you meet various levels of different types of just accomplishments,
Yep.
they can be tracked here. You can see right here. For bronze, that's 1 point. Silver, 3 points, and gold is 5 points. So as you build up through here, you can see I reached level 20 on reputation, level 20 on normal encounter, and level 20 on robotic encounters. Those are 3 points. Down here, I spent 10,000 artifacts. That gave me 4 points. The more points you can gain passive FGL, and more importantly, you get to these badge levels. These badge levels are
Yeah.
pretty cool. You can obtain these in next season. Um, they get minted to your wallet from the team, and they essentially give you some passive stuff each day, depending on which level you get to. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As usual, Slosky and Ruby Chocobos fighting for first and second place here. Look at them go. So the amount of reputation you get, adds to your level. And you can see some new stats here, which is pretty cool. And we're pretty early into the season. Typically speaking, we get to about around here. And you can see that the rewards pool greatly increases
Yeah.
as there is spending.
They're all
This
good.
is absolutely all good. And this is only week one. So it might look like, oh, I'm not in the top 15. I'm only going to win this or that, which is still cool. But remember, people are spending left and right. And every season I've played, we've got pretty much around this level. So there's a lot of things to win there. And
Yeah,
we
and
got
the other cool thing about that, Beats, is all of the winnings are now part of your Outlaw Troopers crew. So now you get to add it to your game. So every season you have more people earning you things to do missions and all this stuff. So it's like it just keeps, we were calling it, right, compounding NFTs. So it just keeps like accentuating the game, right? It's just pretty dope that all these NFTs using right here, and the way the game's built up, it's like I don't think you can have too many of any of them, really. The quits, the troopers, the ships, it's like there's no set limit where you're like, oh, I get too much. But anyway, interrupting the flow. Kick it, man.
no, that's great. I mean, that's a
Just
really good
value.
point. The value on these NFTs, these packs, these NFTs, these epic troopers, rare troopers, everything. I mean, it's there is a formula for you if you can figure it. The more you play this game, the more you're going to figure out how to play it properly. And last season, I probably spent more FGL than I probably needed to.
Yeah, me too.
But that was a learning opportunity for me. So now this season, I learned from that, and I'm spending less than I did last season, but I'm also reaping more rewards in a sense. If you can figure out just that cusp to get into that gameplay, it's really fun. But I do want to point out two more things really quick. In season 6, 2 new features: dailies, daily normal encounters. So here you see how many tiers you've cleared, how many tiles you've cleared, how many bosses you have defeated. Every single day, you can compete to win these diamonds. These are diamonds. Now, these diamonds serve a huge purpose this season.
That's new too, right?
That is brand new to this season. These diamonds serve a huge purpose. When you acquire diamonds and you place in the leaderboard, you can go to a normal encounter, hit an encounter like right here, one that you have already completed as my screen freezes up.
Well, I think it has to be like 20. What is that? 37. I think it has to be the one before it.
Yep, it's got to be something that you
Okay.
beat. So 37 I haven't beat yet.
Right.
36 I can. So you can see on the bottom it says auto instant clear. So 36 with diamonds every day. Like I said, you have not only the regular encounters, but you also have the robotic encounters. So you have two different leaderboards. Where you place on those will determine how many diamonds you acquire at the reset. And with that, you can click on any of the encounters you have cleared, like Crafty said, and hit this auto instant clear right here. Okay, so pay diamond to instantly clear a normal encounter. Rewards given to you are much lesser than in clearing an encounter manually. That being said,
Makes
if
sense.
you're trying to stack reputation, if you're trying to stack gold, cranium gears, whatever, this is another way to get a leg up on the competition. So if I scroll down, you can see right here the minimum and the maximum is displayed. So you basically will fall in between here. If I was to hit this, which I can't because I've done 5 today, you're limited to 5 every day. Yep, I'm limited. You're limited to 5 uses of the insta clears every day with the diamonds, and it gives you the stats right here of what you can obtain minimum, what you can obtain maximum. These are a big help. These are a huge help, especially with the big time dogs up, up top. If you want to try and catch your buddy or whatever, this is a good way to do it. So keep that in mind. Diamonds rewarded for just playing the game, basically. So yeah, I
Yes.
mean that's just a quick rundown of everything as fast as I could do it. How'd I do?
Man, you did excellent. That was very thorough.
Cool.
I like those diamonds. And the other thing is, I mean, you got to use the diamonds. So if you got them, clear those. It's freaking awesome. So
Absolutely.
I've been
Yeah.
enjoying that. And, we got more of the SSG in the mix now. So our guild is representing in
Hell
Outlaw
yeah.
Troopers. So
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
love that. But yeah,
we-
that was great, man. I love the updates. And I got to look at the daily tab because I haven't really been checking in on that. I'm probably nowhere close. Everybody's been crushing me. But, hey, I'm always the guy. Wait up for me, guys. I swear I'm the dwarf with all the gear. It's all good.
Check out them diamonds, dude. Make sure so remember, it's regular encounters and robotic encounters separately. So if the reset comes at 11 a.m. Central Time here in Minnesota, right from the get, boom, whatever you're doing, how many tiles you clear, how many bosses you defeat in regular encounters, it counts and it adds up on the leaderboard. Robotic, the same way. How many tiles, how many how many kills you have, and you're on a leaderboard. Every single day, there's a certain amount that gets paid out diamonds, and those diamonds are a huge advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, the last episode we were both Beatz Matrix. This time we were both Crafty. But guess what? I figured out how to change it live, so I already did it.
Awesome.
I love learning this shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Well, let me take it from here, and I'll share my screen in a second. But
Tell me about it. You got a new game, I hear.
Yeah. Well,
I hear it's fucking. Boop.
Well, the first 2 episodes, the first 2 podcasts, we covered Starship NFT and we covered Outlaw Troopers, which are both amazing, more importantly, active games that are running, games that you can use your NFTs and all that stuff. Both of those games are on my favorite gaming blockchain, which is the Wax blockchain, right?
Indeed.
Now, let's take a second to pause about crypto. I love Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, right? Those are my 3 favorite cryptocurrencies. And the game I'm going to show you is called Cornucopias. And what it is it's the first game that I'm interested in on the ADA blockchain. So what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to play this video. And
get cable-free live hidden fees.
Yeah, shut up. Commercial.
Cable free?
Let me pause this
I had
for a
no
second.
idea.
Say what?
Oh,
yeah, you're doing the commercial.
I saw cable free. I was like,
Right.
Really? Cable free?
That has nothing to do with the game, man. It's just a commercial.
I know, Crafty.
All right, so you can see my screen, right?
I'm just messing with you, buddy. I can see your
my
screen.
chain.
Indeed, pulling
Cool.
your chain.
Well, I think this one, the co-founders of the game are talking a little bit about it. So we'll just run this video, and you can check it out too. I'm gonna blow up, see if this gets any bigger. That's what she said. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Josh, co-CEO of Cornucopias, the Cardano community, for voting us the Metaverse and Gaming category winners. Now, let's fast forward 3 to 5 years and cast some vision. Cornucopias has moved into mainstream gaming and grown a thriving ecosystem of millions of players. You can connect with friends in your free plot of land. You can watch a concert, have a work meeting in Cardano World, or explore the enormous realms and build out your property. The lands at Cornucopias are busy with commerce and play. Entrepreneurs are creating PvP games. Content creators are streaming in unique and engaging ways. Musicians are hosting interactive concerts, all using our many different building kits to create their own space using our custom domes. Our metaverse entity, the Bubbleverse, onboards mainstream brands to offer them access to new value and community, where conversely, we get new players from theirs.
Yeah.
Guilds, DAOs, racing, and esports leagues have formed. A community that is empowered to create and combined with Web3 technologies takes on a life of its own. What we can do together is powerful. So let's create and share in the journey ahead.
Yeah, this is really amazing, this metaverse.
Wow. Yeah.
This is the racing.
Beautiful.
And this is the first thing that's going to get released in game. What they're doing is releasing it in little bits and pieces, so we don't have to wait for the entire thing to be finished.
Okay.
This is awesome. The 105 engine. Years ago.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, currently there's 3 worlds that are active and connected. This is like COD, and it's a bunker. You can design these domes.
Is that actual gameplay?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, macro, dude. This looks dope. I gotta get into this.
Yeah, for the people that have the domes, you get to decide what's in the dome. If you want a battle zone, you want to have like a farming. It's really incredible.
Hoverboard. There's that Unreal 5 hoverboard.
Right?
Wait. Who's going to figure it out first? That
Hello
is
there.
impressive.
I'm Rob, the co-CEO of Cornucopias. Our metaverse game is well under construction. All the artwork and graphics are being built in-house, and they really show off the power of the Unreal Engine 5. Cornucopias is the first AAA gaming metaverse on Cardano, and it brings the power of Web3 to you, the player. The adventure starts in your free home bubble, floating just above the clouds. This small piece of land is surrounded by water and will be enjoyed by millions of players. Over time, you will upgrade your island, invite your friends over to play games, and show off your wall-mounted NFT artwork. Each day, you'll fly through the cloud gates to one of the enormous theme zones. The art team is growing fast, and Zone 1, Solace, has turned out to be a lot better than we imagined just over a year ago. We're well into building Zone 2, Esperanza, the hot, dry deserts with epic vistas and wet valleys that just look incredible. There'll be so much to see and explore in all the zones. The top of the cliffs at sundown have some of the most breathtaking views you will ever see. They just look so real. Each zone is over 50 kilometers squared, and they'll be constantly evolving as players build on the land and vote on important decisions such as where will the next zip line go and where's the best place to build that district bridge. The in-game economy is evolving at pace, and it's being professionally modeled and will be audited. You'll be able to rent a room on a farm,
I feel like it's an
harvest
RPG,
crops,
like
go
you can just
logging,
set up
mining,
wherever you want.
fishing, and
Go
even
fishing.
craft and trade your own NFTs.
You just said it. I
I'm
knew
really
it.
looking forward to the new esports
Man, that is
racing league
cool.
that we're launching next year. Hundreds of people have already been lucky enough to race the
They've already
pre-alpha
game
version,
tested
and
this.
even Charles Hoskinson was laughing as he was racing against myself and Josh. In the future, when the
Charles
city is complete,
Hoskinson from
an
Ethereum,
entire
man. Playing the
racing
game.
district will host
He's
even
racing.
more tournaments.
Yeah, you know that's a
As
big
we
deal.
embark on the next chapter in our history,
Mr.
and
Ada.
with your help, we will deliver the best metaverse in the world. We thank you all.
And I like the close-up track because this is the first thing I went by.
Whoa. That looks a lot of dude, that looks like a lot of fun, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I haven't played a racing game within the crypto blockchain game space yet. This looks really cool. It reminds me of like StarCraft, Star Fox meets Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And then you got the first person, you got third person shooter element in there. That's super cool, dude.
Yeah, and there's multiple games, and when you have that dome I was talking about, if you design it, you get to determine. I think there's like 4 different options. And once you have it set up, then you can invite other people into play too. Which is dope.
So what do you have to get to do to
Yeah, and I
get
think
started?
Oh well, I'll show you in a second. It's like because you can join in with absolutely nothing. There's like a public transit system, but I think you get a hoverboard. You have your avatar, and you have a little tiny piece of land that you can do for free 99.
Okay, well, if I just want to start the game, what do I need? Do I just have to log in, and do I get some free virtual NFTs, or?
Well, let me show you. Let me shut this
Yeah,
down.
let's take a peek ski. That
Because
looks
what
amazing.
this is, am I sharing the old screen still?
No, sir. It's just you and I here.
Okay, well, let me see. Where do we go? All right. Did you just shut yourself off? Yeah, I just want to share my screen again to answer your question. Because what's so cool is, like I said, I was looking at this a while ago, basically at the bear market, right? And for this game, I kind of set it on the sidelines throughout the bear market, but as of like a week ago, you can now sign up for your game account. And the last video, I kind of talked about that. So what you're seeing right here is my game account. You see my little face? You see my
Indeed.
Crafty icon?
Indeed, yes.
All
The
right.
SSG logo is covering
Cover
it
my
up.
face, how dare you?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right. So you can see only since June 12th. So this is like the perfect time to be getting involved because they are just making these game accounts live, and these game accounts or everything else is going to bounce off of this. This is going to be where all your information and stuff is. And,
Okay, let me ask you this. How do I get started? What do I need for a wallet? What do I need to onboard?
Okay. Any of the Cardano wallets, like I use the NAMI wallet. I think Daedalus might work, but NAMI works. Like if you look right here, it goes, here's the account overview, right? Yeah. So you have to connect your wallet. And so you have to have an ADA wallet, a Cardano wallet. Then you can upload your avatar if you want, like I did, my old coffee avatar. And then, security. I'm connected to the Discord, so you can see me, and they'll actually hand out roles and stuff later on.
Okay.
So, and then you create your username, right? And then if you have the wallet, it uploads your game. See what I have. I've got the Sprinter, the Bubble Jet. And then
where'd you get those?
I bought these off of the JPEG store, which is there's I think that's like the main Cardano marketplace. It's kind of like Atomic Hub.
Okay. What's the
But
link?
they also,
jpeg.io?
well, let me see. Of course, I don't have it saved on. I have it on Edge. I don't have it on Chrome. Let's see.
Because I'm interested, and
Let me see if I can open
I'm
it real
curious as to where I can acquire some of these just to get started. Because from what I've seen, and you know, I'm a hoe for these games, especially something as polished as this. So I mean, I would like to get, you know, into this. You know, you told me about it. I didn't have time to
quick. Yeah, give
research
me
it,
one
and this is the
second.
first time I'm seeing it. Is it pretty? Is
Yeah,
it a pretty easy process? Yeah, sure. But I mean, like, is it a pretty easy
yeah.
process?
I'm still looking to.
Once you get where you need to go, is there
Oh
a
yeah,
link that I can open to JPEG dot?
yeah. If it'll load them. It's based on multiple browsers. It's like garbage.
Looks like you got a land plot there, and you got a
Yes, and that's
racing ship.
yeah, and that's with the ship. You know, that's going to be for the game, but that also is how I'm traveling when I'm going all over the place. Because you got to figure, it's like the Jetsons, man. It's basically these domes are above the Earth, so they're cloud domes, right? All right, let's share this instead. Okay, can you see where I'm at?
Yeah, I can. What's the URL? I want to get involved. jpg.store.
Yep. So if you just do the www dot or
And
the HTTP blah blah blah.
how do you unload your Cardano to purchase these? Can you transfer from, say, Coinbase
Sure.
or Crypto.com into a wallet? Like, how
Yeah, well, that's.
to establish a wallet for this game to be able to play it? I mean, everybody
Do you see my
move funds
open
from
screen?
one exchange to another, but how easy is it, and does it cost? Cardano's usually pretty cheap. It's only a few pennies.
Yeah. I would recommend the Nami wallet because that's what I have. So you basically just have.
Can you spell that?
Share. Do you see?
I don't know
Nami,
anything about it. That's
Nami?
why I'm asking.
Doesn't have one, but yeah. Everything's on my friggin' Edge, and I haven't mapped over. But let's go with this. Yeah, the Nami wallet it's just like any wallet. It doesn't take that long. It's just as
NOMI.
easy. It's just as easy to open up on Wax.
Sure. I'm just asking, what do I search for in Google for the Nami wallet? How do you spell that?
It's NAMI.
Okay,
So,
very cool. There it is. I found it. Here it is. Simple as that.
but yeah, so you basically once you set that up, it'll you just link it to the JPEG store, and then as far as the cornucopia, you basically just type in what you want for a collection.
Awesome.
And it is not loading. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. Let's just stop sharing that screen. Yeah, we can talk about that off the live stream, Beatz.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah, you basically need a Cardano-based wallet. I go with Nami. Once you have that set up, you can import what you have once you've actually purchased them. And these are all in ADA. And it doesn't, it's cheap, just like it's cheap to send ADA pretty much everywhere.
Right. Yeah, it's like a few pennies to do a transfer.
Yeah.
From
and
like a Crypto.com or Coinbase, it's only a few pennies.
Just ADA or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't do a lot. So it's pretty dope, man. It's I'll be doing a follow-up stream on probably Sunday. And I'm going to go into, I'm basically just going to kind of like you went through quickly on Outlaw Troopers. I'm just going to beeline and go down the gameplay. And so people can check it out. But it's really, that's the game I'm looking forward to play. And we've had this discussion where it's like, you can't be playing 10 games and get good at any of them, right? So, this is my Cardano game. I'm allotting time to play that. And then we've got Starship NFT and we got Outlaw Troopers and the related games with that going on. And man, so those are the three heavyweights, right? And then I'm going to set aside some time for the Unreal Kingdoms because we got a lot of plots and stuff in there as well.
Indeed, we do. We get a lot.
Yeah, it's really, I'm excited about making this other video. And there's a couple more really cool gameplay videos that they're doing. And they have like a weekly check-in where they do like a podcast, kind of like we're doing. And they just run through, hey, this is what's up with the development. And then usually at the end of their show, they'll do like a little leak. And the video I was going to play is them, once they release the racing game, you actually are going to be able to walk around that world and stuff. So you'll be able to explore. And it's like they were showing just walking around in the water, friggin' amazing. Like you can see the light reflections and you can see the water dispersing around their legs and stuff. And, and one
Unreal
of them,
Engine 5 is freaking ridiculous, man.
It's unreal.
Beautiful.
Unreal, no pun intended. So yeah, so that's it I think, man.
You know what, buddy?
But
I know you're a man of many talents. I would love to see an onboarding video to get into this game. I know I could, use that. I don't know anything about it, so I think that'd be a pretty good idea. And knowing you'll probably put that together.
Yeah, and it's like, the first step really is to go to their website, which is cornucopias.io. And I'll have these links in the bottom of the video too. And because what you can do right now is you can sign up and have your account active. And, if you can't complete all the steps, like, all right, I got this going on, but I don't have my ADA wallet set up yet. I don't have NAMI set up. It just is not, it doesn't green out. So you can go back to it. It's just a matter of getting in there. And I think I showed you that data was like, it's become live since the 8th, I believe. They already have 2,000 people that have signed up.
That's amazing.
So
That's
like
crazy.
2,000 people have signed up, brought in their wallet information and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not even live yet. And I'm not sure when the racing game is going live. I know it's going live this year.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's really going to be within a couple of months.
That's awesome.
And so I'd love to pick up another racer or two. But yeah, I'll probably do a short video just on, I guess, onboarding, because you really don't need anything.
Well, I don't know how to get into it, and I feel like a lot of people out there, they would like to see a setup. Like this is my step by step. This is how I sign up, which is easy. It's go to the website, email address, go and confirm. But setting up the wallet, I think, would be beneficial for a lot of the people that are going to be viewing this, including myself.
The other thing what's so great about this is one of the main goals is for people that are playing the game to not really know or care what's behind the game. They don't care that it's blockchain. They don't care it's on 8 or whatever. They just want to have an awesome game that they can play and do all those things like I showed you.
Right.
And so they're really going to make it seamless. That's why I was kind of stumped, like, really, step one, you do your player's account. And once you have your player's account signed up, you'll be able to click to every single thing that you need in the game right now to get ready. And then also everything that you will need in the future as they release more and more information and content.
So it walks you through. You sign up on the website, and then it tells you, okay, here's what you need to do. You can use this wallet, this wallet, this wallet. Do this, do that, and now you're connected.
Yeah. I mean, if you go right back to my little share my screen again, it's right here. The future is here. Explore Cornucopias. And it's just, you go to the site, you see right there, .io, which most of them are, and then you just click over here and it said, since I'm already signed up, it shows me, but it'll basically just say to sign up right here, and you click on, you go through it, and then like I said when I was showing you the overview, it gives you the bullets of what you want to do. So, but like I said, if you don't have your wallet, you can just do all the things that you can do at the moment and then update it as you want to. Like, I'm always nervous when it comes to connecting Discord because I got shut out multiple times before and I go bonkers. It's like, I have withdrawal symptoms or something, but you can go. But basically, if you go through all these steps to have your account set up, then you're straight. You've got everything that you need. And once your wallet's connected, every time you sign up here, your assets get pulled in.
How much does a small land plot cost, or did you pull a pack? Is there a
these
pack option?
No, I think you have to. You can go back to the JPEG store, but I think right now they're around 190 ADA for like a small plot. But you notice mine's uncommon, so it's a little. I paid 215 ADA for that.
Okay.
And
so right now, Cardano's at about 26 cents. So you said you paid about 180.
Yeah, like 215 ADA for this plot right here.
So 215 ADA, and we're at 26 cents. That's about let's see here, 0.26 times 185. That's about $48 right there, just to give people the idea.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very, very nice. So that's for the land plot.
It's like $55 more.
Okay, what can you do with that land plot? You can put that down. Can you build on it?
Yeah, you need land plots to build. Like you'll get the little small plot where you legit have 2 trees and a hammock. So anybody who plays the game, if they don't want to buy anything, 2 trees and a hammock, you get that. But when it comes, there's going to be all kinds of different things that you can put on plots, and then there's going to be some things that you can't put on the small plot, but you can put on a medium plot. There's some things you can't put on a medium plot, on a large plot. Think like big giant manufacturing, right? So
yeah,
yeah,
cool,
this is where all the development is.
Very cool.
And then the dome is a little bit different. It's a real estate as well, but it's a little more. I forget what.
So what is a dome? What's the difference between a land plot and a dome? Do you have? I mean, I know it's early in the game, but do you have any insight into that?
Yeah, well, I mean, the domes there's a lot more that you can do for like business, and if you're like a content creator and stuff like that. Like I was talking to you earlier, you could have Beatz Matrix music jamming, and you can have a dance club in there, and so the light show goes with your beats. It's really awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have the videos that show that. Let's see. Let me go back to the game.
That's cool, man. As soon as we get off this stream, we got at least 15, 20 minutes. I got to get set up on this game, man. I like it. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Definitely.
I wanted to play more stuff to you. Yeah, I wanted to show you more stuff. Oh, look, it is not super mirror. I can actually be on the restream. But yeah, man, there's so many cool things about this game. And I think we should probably just, instead of rambling, I'll probably cut this off and I'll chat with you a little bit about it.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Like I said, man, I'll do a follow-up video in the next day or two, and I'll go through the gameplay because we're already at almost an hour, like 49.
Yeah, buddy. I think we've done good. We can always come back and touch up on this some more.
I know. I just want to keep going, but I guess it's probably just more for us than anyone.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Just give me that. Just give me the needle in my vein. Give me some more of them games, dude.
Yeah. But
so much fun.
So fucking jazzed about that game. And yes, I do think this is not for kids. So not that you want to go heavy-handed with the swearing, but you can let it slip every once in a while.
Once in a while, I mean, sometimes you got to accent something, and
right.
Sometimes a swear word is the best, applicable term to use.
Well, Beatz, man, thanks for pushing it. He was the man. He's like, hey, let's do this stream tonight. Okay, when? How about now? All right, let's go. So we did it, and he wanted to give you the juice for the Outlaw Troopers guys, and it's so much fun. And like I said, SSG is all up in it, man. We're climbing the leaderboards, and there's just so much activity. There's so many different things you can do. And Beatz showed you the main listing, but it's like there's a lot. We'd even go to upgrading like the gears and stuff like that, and the batches of 10 and stuff. It's just what's really cool is we can come back again. So
and we will. I mean, we could do videos on upgrading gears, how to spend your life force, how to spend artifacts, things to keep in mind while playing the game. And I think like you said, that's just for another day.
Yeah.
So very cool, man.
Sweet. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out with Beatz and Crafty on episode 3, and we'll see you later. So peace out.
Have a good one.
Take it easy, Beatz.
Till next time, sir.